Synnove Robinson, the MVP of the girls 18s. Leila Sarris, the top goalkeeper for the girls 18s. Huge performance to lead Long Beach Viking White to a 4-1 victory in the shootout after a 12-12 battle at the end of regulation against 680 here at the Quiksilver International Water Polo Cup at Servite. Synnove, obviously, they had been in now 3 shootouts in this thing, but you ladies look like you had been dress rehearsaling this over and over and over again. Just the fact that Leila stepped up and set the tone right away with a big block, and everybody executed, and then you punctuated it at the end. Just how proud were you of how the entire group stepped up and met the moment?
Yeah, I'm super proud. I love this team, and I know that we all worked so hard, and in the game itself, we just stayed focused, and we knew that we had each other's backs and everything. So then when it came to the shootout, I think that we had that momentum, we had that trust in each other, and her block really set that off really well, and we were all cheering for each other, and just at the end being able to make that shot for not just myself but for the team and just for the win, and it was just a great feeling.
So you're the pride of Punahou, obviously future Harvard standout. Obviously, you are such a revered figure in so many sports in Hawaii. What does it mean when you get an opportunity to come here and be in amazing competitions like this in JOs in a week's time?
I mean, it's such a great experience to come here, especially since in Hawaii the water polo is definitely not as big as here in California. But then also when I come here, I'm representing my high school and my coaches from back home that have also shaped me to become the player that I am, and just here being able to get new coaching, play against new teams, and just at a higher level has really helped me so much at becoming the player I am.
And just obviously, this, I was having the blessing of talking with Leila and Bella yesterday. While the core of this group is obviously with Barry and Long Beach, you've got Leila's an amazing player at her school at Harvard-Westlake, athletes from Brazil and Canada, and you coming from Hawaii. How encouraged are you and uplifted are you, especially with JOs right around the corner, just how cohesive this group has become, and like you said, you love them and they're like a sisterhood, it's like a family.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. We have people from so many different places, and it's just when you're in the water, it doesn't really feel like that. I would say we all have the same mindset. We have all play the same way together, and yeah, it feels really natural. It almost is that we're all playing for the same high school, but we're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Leila, you couldn't have asked for a better script, just to be able to come out and turn away one, and obviously force them to go off the bar and another. Zoe Holtzinger, the 680 keeper, had been in 2 shootouts already against Mission, but like I said, you looked like the one who had been doing it every day and twice on Sunday. How because how amazing this group is offensively, and you got arguably the best 5-meter shooter in in boys or girls in this entire pool, and Catherine, and then obviously Synnove is incredible as well. Just how much confidence and reassurance did that give you?
It definitely gave me a lot of reassurance that I knew we were going to score. I had a lot of faith in my teammates, and then I also had a lot of confidence in myself because I felt that I just had to commit to one side, and if I didn't block it, it's not the end of the world. I have 5 shots to make a block, but I'm really happy that I blocked the first one. That definitely gave me even more confidence to just keep going on in the shootout.
Most definitely. Just because you're so competitive, right, and because you love challenging yourself at the highest level. Again, you guys had already put them in a really bad spot. Were you hoping to be able to get a clean sheet? Was there even a small part of you that was I really would have liked to have been the one to stop it, and it would have been 3-0 and it would have been it?
Well,
you're very unselfish and you're a great teammate, but I'm just curious.
I was definitely thinking before every shot that I want to block this one, I want to block this one, because even after I blocked the first one, I was it doesn't really matter. We could miss a shot, anything could happen, so I never felt complete reassurance until the shootout was over, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just how much do you get an opportunity, whether it's for, because it's not as commonplace, certainly in CIF Southern Section competition, but how often, in the spring and the summer, or in practices, do you get to drill just 5-meter situations or simulated shootouts in general?
in practice, at the end sometimes we'll do shootouts, and that's always really fun because I love blocking penalties.
Especially trying against this group, right? That's the ultimate challenge.
Yeah, because everyone is such a great shooter, so it gives me really good practice. So I think that definitely helped me feel a little more like, okay, like I'm ready for this, I can do it.
Synnove, last thing, and then Leila, I'll ask you as well. You guys are the 5 seed going into JOs. I think a lot of people, are really focusing on Newport, on Regency. Obviously, Santa Barbara is incredibly misseeded at 11. But just, is there even more affirmation and more validation, or is this what you knew that this group was always capable of in this kind of term? Like, I mean, do you feel even better about what this group is taking in JOs now?
I feel like I knew that we could do it, and I think just getting this win is really just like proves that. But there definitely still is like a lot more that we can work on like in this week upcoming like to JOs, and like this definitely like was nowhere near like a perfect game. So I think that we can just like fine tune like some of the small things, and like we can really do like even so much better than this. I think in JOs, like if we just keep pushing for this like next week.
Awesome. And Leila, in that respect, like the fact that the group really locked in defensively, and people might look and be like, oh, it's 12-12, but when it mattered most, like when there needed to be field blocks, when you needed to come up with a big save, when you needed to turn them over and counter, you did so in the fourth quarter. Like, is that a really important building block for the group going into JOs?
Oh, definitely, especially because we were down by 2 when we started the fourth quarter. Things were definitely starting to get stressful, and I knew as a team we weren't playing our best. I wasn't playing my best, but the fact that we were able to make it even and then end up winning in the shootout, it was great. And as Synnove said, we definitely have a lot to work on this week. Minor things, everyone does, but I feel confident that we can do well in JOs.
Awesome. Again, Leila Sarris, top goalkeeper, Synnove Robinson, MVP, 12-12 battle against 680, 4-1 in the shootout, and huge momentum heading into JOs. Girls, congrats.
Thank you.